3 days, that's it. I set up a Fiverr gig on a Monday night. I'm talking like 11 p.m., sitting at my kitchen table in Atlanta, ran this free AI tool, and by Thursday morning, I had my first client and $75 sitting in my PayPal. I didn't have a portfolio. I didn't have reviews. Nothing. Let me show you exactly what I did. Okay, real quick. I'm Alex. This channel is about one thing: using AI tools to actually make money. Not theory, not hype, stuff I've personally tested. A couple years ago, I was working a logistics job, $38,000 a year, doing this AI stuff at night just to see what was possible. 6 months later, I quit. And the first real crack in the door, like the first time I thought, wait, this might actually work, was landing that first Fiverr client. I want to show you how to do that faster than I did. So here's the thing about Fiverr that nobody really talks about. Getting that first client is genuinely hard. Not because your service is bad, but because Fiverr's algorithm buries new sellers. You have 0 reviews, 0 social proof, and you're competing against people who've been on the platform for 3 years with 400 5-star ratings. I remember I set up my first gig. It was for making short explainer videos using AI. And I just sat there, refreshing the page, nothing. Day 1, nothing. Day 2, nothing. I was like, okay, this is embarrassing. My cousin had been telling me about Fiverr for months, and I finally try it and just crickets. The problem wasn't my service. I could actually deliver. The problem was my gig itself. My title was weak. My description sounded like I copied it from someone else. Honestly, I kind of did. I won't lie. My thumbnail image looked like I made it in 5 minutes, which also true. Here's what I didn't understand yet. On Fiverr, your gig page is everything. It's your storefront. It's your pitch. Most buyers decide in about 8 seconds whether to message you or bounce. 8 seconds. And I was showing up looking like I just rolled out of bed. I live here in Atlanta, not in some country where labor is pennies on the dollar, so I can't compete on price alone. I had to compete on presentation. I had to look professional and legit from day one, even with 0 reviews. That's when I found the tool that changed everything for me, and it's free, completely free. The tool is called Gamma, Gamma, gamma.app. Now I know what you're thinking. Alex, isn't that the presentation tool? Yes, but hear me out, because this is not what most people are using it for. Gamma is an AI tool that takes a text prompt and builds you a fully designed, professional-looking document. Could be a presentation, a web page, or a pitch deck in literally under 2 minutes. Clean layouts, real design, images, structure, all of it. Here's why this matters for Fiverr specifically. One of the biggest things buyers look for before hiring a new seller with no reviews is, does this person look like they know what they're doing? The fastest way to prove that, without having reviews, is to show samples, portfolio work, something that looks polished. Gamma lets you build that portfolio from scratch in a single afternoon. No design skills, no Canva experience, nothing. You type a prompt, it generates the whole thing, you tweak it a little, and now you have a sample you can screenshot and put in your gig images. And yes, it's completely free to start. The free plan gives you enough credits to build out a solid portfolio before you even think about paying anything. I ran on the free plan for my first 3 weeks. This is the part people miss. Fiverr doesn't care if you made your samples yesterday. They just care that they look good. Gamma makes your stuff look good, fast. Okay, here's exactly what I did, step by step. Step 1, pick a specific Fiverr service. Don't be vague. I chose AI-generated pitch decks for startups. Specific niche. People search for that. You could do business proposals, one-pagers, company profiles, investor decks, anything document or presentation related. Gamma crushes all of those. Step 2, build 3 sample projects in Gamma. Go to gamma.app, hit create new, and start with, I want to create a presentation. Then give it a realistic fake brief. I typed something like, create a pitch deck for a fintech startup called Cashflow, helping small businesses manage invoices. Hit generate. In about 90 seconds. I'm not even joking. It came back with a full 10-slide deck, real sections, real copy, real images pulled in automatically. I made a few tweaks, changed the color, swapped one image, done. I made 3 of these, 3 different fake clients, 3 different industries. Tech startup, a fitness brand, a restaurant looking for investors. Now I had a portfolio. Step 3, screenshot your best slides and upload them as your Fiverr gig images. Fiverr lets you add up to 3 images to your gig. I used my cleanest slides, instantly looked like I'd been doing this for a year. Step 4, write your gig description using Gamma 2. This is the move most people skip. I typed a prompt into Gamma. Write a Fiverr gig description for someone who makes AI-powered pitch decks for startups. Professional, but conversational. It gave me a solid first draft. I rewrote it in my own voice, made it sound like me, but the structure was already there. Step 5, set your price and go live. I started at $75 for a basic 10-slide deck, not the lowest price, not the highest, right in the middle for new sellers. Okay, so I posted the gig Monday night. Tuesday, nothing, which honestly I expected. Wednesday morning, I got a message. Guy named Daniel said he was building a SaaS product and needed a pitch deck to show some early investors. He looked at my gig images and said, and I saved this message. Your samples look really clean. Are you available this week? I was like, wait, what? I responded within 10 minutes, said yes, asked him a few questions about his product, sent him my onboarding questions. He placed the order that same day, $75 straight to PayPal. I delivered the deck in less than 24 hours using Gamma. I put in his actual product info, his brand colors, used the AI to structure the narrative. Problem, solution, market size, traction, the whole thing. Looked like something you'd pay a design agency $500 for. He left me a 5-star review, said the deck was beyond what he expected. Here's the part that actually got me. After that first review went live, I got 2 more orders within 4 days. Not because I did anything different, just because social proof works. 1 review changed everything. By the end of week 2, I had 4 completed orders. About $340 total, not life-changing money, but it proved the model worked, and it proved that Gamma was the actual unfair advantage. Because I was delivering fast, the quality looked high, and my turnaround was under 24 hours every time. The $38,000 logistics job me would have been stunned. Real talk. Okay, so I have to be honest about the thing I did wrong, because if you make this same mistake, it'll slow you down. My first gig description was too generic. I said something like, I create professional presentations for businesses. Cool. So does everyone. I wasn't specific about who I was talking to or what problem I was solving. And for the first day and a half, I think that's why nobody clicked. What actually worked was when I rewrote it to target one specific buyer, early stage founders who need pitch decks but can't afford an agency. I said it in plain language. I called out the pain. You've got a great idea, but your deck looks like it was made in 2011. That kind of specific, direct language. The other mistake beginners make, and I see this constantly in the Fiverr forums, is setting their price too low because they're scared. I get it. No reviews, feels risky to charge real money. But here's the thing. Buyers on Fiverr associate price with quality. If your pitch deck gig is $15, they assume it's going to look like $15. I started at $75, and it actually helped me get that first client, not hurt me. Gamma's output looks expensive. Charge accordingly. Don't undersell what the tool produces. Real talk. And I mean realistic talk, not YouTube hype. If you're consistent in your first month, you could do 4 to 8 orders. At $75 each, that's $300 to $600. Not going to replace your job immediately. But that's month 1 with 0 reviews. By month 2, if you have 6-10 reviews, you can raise your price to $125 or $150. Orders per month go up because your visibility improves. I've seen sellers doing $1,500 to $2,000 a month by month 3 in this exact niche. The ceiling goes up if you add packages, basic deck, premium deck with speaker notes and PDF export, rush delivery upgrade. Gamma handles all of that. The key thing is, this is a real skill you're building. You're learning how to pitch ideas visually. That transfers. It's not a trick, it's a service people actually need. Look, if you take one thing from this video, it's this. You don't need a big portfolio to start on Fiverr. You need a good-looking gig. Gamma gets you there in one afternoon for free. Go try it today, build 3 samples, and set up your gig tonight. I'm serious. Tonight. If this helped you, subscribe. Because next week I'm dropping a video on the exact Fiverr messages that convert browsers into buyers. Like, word for word, the script I use to respond to inquiries that gets people to place the order same day. That one's going to be valuable. Hit subscribe, drop a comment if you're going to try this. I read them all, and I'll see you in the next one.